Okay, this is section 4.1, Angles and Radian Measure for Precalculus Part I. This is example 2, converting from degrees to radians on page 464. Pretty simple. To get from degrees to radians, you multiply by pi over 180. Remember that 2 pi is the same as 360. So 2 pi over 360 is equal to 1. But you can reduce 2 pi over 360 to pi over 180. So we just use the simplified version. That's where it comes from. And the way I remember it is the one that you want goes on top. So if you're going 2 radians, it's pi over 180. And if you're going 2 degrees, it's 180 over pi. That's just how I remember it to myself. So, for this one, it said to convert 30 degrees to radians. So 30 degrees, you're multiplying by pi over 180. The 30 becomes 30 over 1. So now you have degrees top and bottom. That's why they get to go away. And you get 30 pi over 180, which reduces to pi over 6. Same with 90 degrees. It becomes 90 over 1. Didn't work. And then, crooked ones. And then you multiply by pi over 180 because we're trying to get to radians, so we want our pi radians on the top. 90 over 180 reduces to 1/2 pi. Negative 135 doesn't change a thing. You still multiply by pi over 180 if you're trying. Well, that didn't go well. If you're trying to multiply, if you're trying to get to radians, it's pi over 180. The only difference is now your answer is negative. Okay. So let's move down here. So we're going to do the exact same thing for all of these. If it's 60 degrees and we want to go to radians, we're going to take that 60 degrees and multiply it by pi over 180. 60 degrees is 60 over 1, which becomes 60 pi over 180. And again, the degree marks get to go away. 60 goes into 180 3 times, so that becomes pi over 3 radians. Let's get rid of it. Try that again. Okay, 270, same idea. You're going to still multiply by pi over 180. The degrees go away because you've got one top, one bottom. So 270 over 180 reduces to 3/2. So you have 3 pi over 2 radians. Again, you don't have to write the radians. I like to just to make sure we're all on the same page. Negative 300, same thing. The negative does not affect it. It just makes your answer negative. So you're going to still multiply that by pi over 180. 300 over 180 reduces to 5/3. So 5/3 pi, sorry, that should be negative. That should be a negative. Sorry about that. The negative doesn't affect how you do it. It just stays there and shows up in the answer.